Hi there, my beautiful Thrivers. Welcome back to another video with Thriving in Chaos. If you're new here, welcome. You just clicked on one of my DIY custom envelope videos in which I take one or sometimes some of my envelopes that I use for my cash envelope system and I customize it up using fairly cheap and inexpensive materials such as Sharpie markers, sometimes a little rhinestones. Every once in a while, I'll throw in a little bit of extra something, but that's pretty rare. It's cheap, it's inexpensive, and it makes my envelopes look super cute without having to spend a lot of money on them. No crickets are going to be used in the making of this video. My channel is primarily based on my budgeting journey using the cash envelope system, building hefty savings and financial security for myself and my family, but I also tend to do a little bit of creative things like this or doing nails, so feel free to stick around and consider hitting that subscribe button, joining my thriving community. I would love to have you. If you're already one of my current subscribers, one of my thrivers, hi, how you doing? I hope you guys have been doing well this week so far, and I hope that you have been enjoying this daily content. And before we get started with this video, I do want to mention in my previous video, yesterday's part 2 of prepping up my Erin Condren budget book, I do have a small little giveaway going on there, so make sure you go and watch that video, which was posted yesterday. You guys have until Wednesday to enter in your guesses on how much money you think is in my coin jar, and we will find out on Thursday how much that is and who was the closest. So go put in your answers in the comments of that video. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so today I have a few envelopes I want to tackle. It's been a while since we have done a DIY custom envelope video, and honestly, I am jonesing. I really love doing this. It makes me happy inside. I am very artistic by nature, so this really fulfills a lot of areas that I kind of need to keep me going. And it also motivates me when my envelopes look nice and the way that I would like them to look. So we're going to tackle 3 different envelopes today. And I say 3 because they are fairly easy. It's nothing super special in regards to the techniques I would have to use. So I can pretty much get all 3 done pretty quick. So I do want to mention one thing I did notice in a couple of comments in a couple of different videos asking about this, and I want to show you what I do to accomplish this look. So I have been asked by a couple of you what is inside of this envelope that makes it have this divider or whatever is in here. And I will tell you, I got on Amazon some cardstock, and it comes in 8.5 by 11, and I just cut them up to fit each envelope. Each envelope is different, so I can't really give dimensions on this because it might not fit all envelopes. So the best thing to do is just to lay the envelope on top, and where you see that seal, put the seal on the edge there, and then just mark it and cut it where it needs to be, which is what I've done here. So I'm going to show you how I am able to get them inside, because it is a pretty tight fit in here, which I want that to be intentional so that this doesn't bend too much and this doesn't fold over, because I cannot stand that at all. So I'm going to show you with one of my envelopes that needed one of these so that you can see what I do to accomplish this look. So this is my home emergency fund envelope, and I'm just going to take the money out for right now. And I'm going to show you guys how I accomplished this. So as I said, I just put this on the edge of one of my papers or cardstock that I had. It's metallic silver. And I put it on the edge, just making sure that I didn't go past this seal, because there's a little seal past it. And then I just marked. I would lift it up, mark, lift it up, mark, and then mark here, and then I just used my paper cutter to cut it straight, and then I've got the exact size I need to fit in there. Now you have to do some finagling to get this in here. It's not just going to go straight in because there is this seal up here which is a little bit thicker than down here. So you have to stick it in. As you notice, it won't just go in, and you have to kind of finagle it. So what I like to do is I like to do this like wave pattern like this until I can just slide that in, being careful not to like crease it because it will leave a crease. I've done that several times. And then just slide it in like that in this wave pattern until you get past that bigger seal at the top. And once you do, it'll lay flat again, and then you just shove it down in until it can't go anymore, and you've got this nice little cardstock divider. It's pretty thick, and it keeps your envelopes from bending and acting funny while it's inside of your binder. So now that I have this here, I want to show you guys what envelopes I'm going to tackle today. And I will go ahead and put this money back in. This is my home emergency envelope, and I do like to put it upside down because for me, when I flip it down, I like to see it facing me for some reason. It's stupid. It could be the other way and it'd be perfectly fine, but that's what I like. So anyway, this is my home emergency fund, and so we are going to go ahead and put this image on it. As I said, pretty simple, nothing super crazy with the technique on this, and it won't take me long at all to get this accomplished. So if this is one of your first times watching one of these videos, what I like to do is find an image online, or I create an image depending on if I can find anything or not. But I found this little image here and I shrunk it down to what I needed it to be. And then I put in my favorite font and just wrote Home Emergency. I did this all on my phone on an app, and then I printed it out. And then made sure that it was the right size, of course, which I like this size. It's good enough for me. And then what I do is I take this image and I slide it in here. Now, if you wanted to be simple, you could always just tape it to the back of the cardstock here, and that would be all you would need. And you could change them out as you wanted. You wouldn't have to be stuck with it. And that is perfectly fine. Honestly, if I'd have thought of that, I would have probably done that instead of starting to do this, but I'm kind of committed now, so this is what we're going to do. So what I do is I tape it down once I get it exactly how I want it inside, and then I take Sharpie markers and I simply just draw over on top of this envelope with my Sharpie markers to make this image transfer basically onto the top of this envelope. And then once I've done that, I will just take this out and the image is still on the top of this envelope. Now, being that I have done this for quite some time now, I'm learning what's not working, what is working, and how to fix those issues. So one thing that I did notice is even though it is permanent marker, you would think that means it's permanently there. Well, it's not. It does transfer. So if it's laying up against another envelope, it will transfer once it's laying on there for some reason. Anything that it's laying up against, it will transfer. It's like it never wants to fully dry. I don't know. So I did find a sealer online, so let me show you that, which is this. It is by Krylon. It's a UV resistant clear acrylic coating, and it doesn't yellow. It's a permanent coating. It's moisture resistant. It dries in minutes. That was the main thing. And it protects against UV rays, but let's face it, these are not going to see the sun. So I have to spray these outside because it is extremely flammable. It is extremely smelly and toxic vapor-wise. I have to wear a face mask to do it. So it is not just some simple thing. You have to be very protected when using this stuff, but it does the job. And so I need to seal my envelope. So In this video, I will definitely be sealing them. It does take about, I would say, 2 hours to be like fully cured. Let's see. Yeah, it takes 10 to 15 minutes to dry, and then you can handle it after 2 hours because that means it's fully cured, which is really nice. I have tried other things like a Hod Podge sealant and everything, and it was crap. It did not work. This works really well. I have tested it on a test envelope, so it is going to do the job that I need it to do. And I did get gloss. It is not super, super shiny. It's not any more shinier than the actual envelope is, so that works for me. And so I'll be sealing these up so that I don't have that transfer problem. And then eventually I'll be sealing up all the rest of my envelopes as well. So that's about all you would need to know as far as the details go, but I will be doing my home emergency fund for sure in this video. Another one that I will be doing is an envelope that you don't know about. I don't know if you caught it in any of the other 2 videos that I just posted, but in my budget book there is a new sinking fund that you didn't really see because it's, small, but it is my bill advancement envelope. So since I am a month ahead, what I would like to do is using prop bills, because I am going to still put that money straight into my billing account, but using prop bills, I am going to keep track of how much money I have put towards the next month so that I know when I hit that 2,400, then we've got, the following month's bills type of thing. So this is going to be a new sinking fund for me. I already put money in this every single paycheck, so now I can just showcase that with prop bills and it'll help me track it better, which is what I do similar to with my grocery budget. So I will be doing this one as well, and as you can see, pretty simple. It's just words, and then I did add these little arrows to kind of indicate advancement, if you will. I figured that this would be good enough. So since those are 2 very, very simple designs, I am going to do one more simple design, and that is my medical. I will be using this a lot more in 2022 because we no longer have a health savings card starting now. So we do need to put what we were putting every month into our health savings card. We are going to just put in here. So I wanted to doll this up to get it ready for 2022 and make me more excited about this. So I will be putting this. So now this is my new health savings card, if you will. But this is my health savings, and again, another simple design. I just stuck a little heart here where an A would be and then left it at that. I mean, I could have probably done it here too, but I didn't want to go overboard. Just something simple. So I chose 3 of the most simplest designs that I've already made, and we're going to do all 3 of those in this video. All of these belong in my reserves binders, so that's really cool. It'll all be in one binder. So I hope you guys enjoy. The rest of this video will be sped up for you so that it is not super, super long. And at the end, we will check them out at a closer view, and then we'll put them in the binders. And I will hopefully have them sealed up so you can see what they look like as they're sealed.
Corner of the room, not ready to resume, 'cause
And we are done. So I did spray them. As you can see, they're not any more glossy than the actual envelope is itself. There was a small disbursement here once I sprayed them, but you know, it's a small price to pay to ensure that these are sealed and that they won't be messing up. So hopefully this works. This will be the first few envelopes that I have sealed and put into a binder, so we'll see over time if the sealing is true and it keeps them protected. So what do you guys think? I love them. I am so glad that I've got 3 envelopes now done in my reserves binder. So let's go ahead and put them in and do a little flip through of what we've got so far. Alright, so I've let them dry for about 2 hours, so they are fully cured and able to be handled. And yeah, so I've got car maintenance here, and then I want health savings to be next, and then home emergency, and then bills advancement, and then my $1,000 emergency fund will be here. I do plan to, you know, start stuffing a little bit more into that, but it is not high priority. I have $1,000 in my emergency fund, and I really want to focus on bills advancement, which in a way is also an emergency fund, if you will. Just being ahead on a certain amount of months of bills would be nice. So far we have car maintenance, which I need to go and seal this envelope, which I might do after this video just to have it done, because it is not messed up other than just a little bit here, which I'll put a little bit of black on there before I go and seal it. But yeah, I want it to seal before it does actually mess up. So we've got car maintenance, which is nice, health savings, home emergency, bills advancement, and emergency. Alright, so we are getting through my reserves binder. We only have just this one left in here to complete, and then my reserves binder will be done. And that is it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. And if you're still here and you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Become part of my family. You stuck around this long, you might as well stick around and get some inspiration for yourself each week. And I will see you guys tomorrow in our WTF Wednesday, where we will go through all the expenses we have made in the past week and unstuff our envelopes to repay that back into my account. Gotta love WTF Wednesdays. Alright guys, I will see you tomorrow. And as always, until next time, bye.